Welcome back to SN Studios. Today we're covering a shocking crime story out of Bradford, a brutal case of kidnapping, assault, and revenge that led to the imprisonment of a father and his two sons. They kidnapped a teenager, beat him unconscious in a terrifying attack, and left him abandoned in isolated woodland. Gulstan Qayyum, 49, along with his sons Adam, 25, and Aris Qayyum, 23, launched a planned and violent assault on a teenager on August the 15th last year. It started when they tracked down the youth at an address in Bradford, stormed into the home and dragged him out. They forced him into their car and unleashed a sustained, brutal assault that left him with serious injuries. Inside the car, the Qayyums beat the young man, kicking, punching and stamping on him. At one point, they pulled him from the car, threw him to the ground, and resumed their attack. The teen later described to police how, at one point, Gulstan Qayyum drove with one hand, while holding a knife in the other. The victim recalled feeling convinced he wouldn't make it out alive. During the drive, the assailants covered his eyes, pinned him down, and continued beating him. When they stopped, they dragged him out once again, leaving him badly beaten and abandoned in a dark, isolated area near a lake. When the young man regained consciousness, he was disoriented, bloodied and terrified. Despite his injuries, he managed to stagger toward a nearby house light and flagged down a passing car. The driver took him to a friend's house and he was later taken to the hospital. His injuries were extensive: a fractured skull, a broken cheekbone, and multiple injuries to his chest, neck and legs. At Bradford Crown Court, Judge Kirsty Watson described the attack as a prolonged and persistent assault driven by revenge. CCTV footage confirmed the involvement of all three men, showing Adam arriving at the address after his father and brother. Once inside, they dragged the victim out of hiding and assaulted him before taking him to the car. During police interviews, none of the men cooperated, but they eventually pleaded guilty to kidnapping and wounding with intent. Prosecutor Mr. O'Sullivan noted the attack showed a high degree of planning, involving both revenge and degradation of the victim. The defense argued that the defendants had acted out of character and, in some cases, regretted their decisions. Gulstan's lawyer stated he fully accepted his role, but admitted his actions went far beyond what could be considered reasonable. The defense for Adam and Harris argued they had simply made poor decisions in following their father's lead. Judge Watson handed down a total of 19 years in prison. Gulstan Qayyum received 7.5 years for wounding and an additional 4 years for kidnapping. Harris and Adam were each sentenced to 5 years and 9 months for wounding, along with 2.5 years for kidnapping. This has been a truly disturbing case, one that shows how the drive for revenge can lead to senseless violence. Justice was served in Bradford, but the scars of this traumatic event will last a lifetime for the young victim. This is SN Studios. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of crime news and other top stories. Thank you for watching.